Yeah, you run far from email, and just have to send the video to us in certain format. Now, give it a minute, Jay. All right, Jay, thank you. Yeah. All right, John, get back. You know, it takes a second, Jay, because the internet is slow down.
Yeah, the ladies you saw. Bro, this ain't even. This ain't even.
There you go.
This ain't even a third of the stuff.
Let me sit over there.
Yep.
Yeah, see, I got you zoomed out. You know. Then, of course, you're going to click that up full screen. Yes. Good. On control. There you go. See it?
My hand ain't moving.
No, it's there you go. See, you got to understand what you do here now. This goes to Florida and back, so it takes.
Oh, that's why the delay.
Yeah,
time
where
delay.
you got the delay, yeah. Yeah.
Get the Florida pretty quick, man.
Yeah. That's it. And you know, Jimmy and I talking about that now. We got that. What's that? Verizon wireless on that thing about letting AT&T or somebody coming in hardwire. Then you won't have that. You know what I'm talking about that?
Mm-hmm.
And then plus, you know, we record too. So one of the cameras is recorded too.
You record it, so now and then I can take a time and get a copy too.
You get a copy too. Well, you get a copy when it does that, because it'll save a copy. And it all,
back at W, what is his name?
WI0.
No, WAOK.
Hey.
But did you know Cynthia Water? I know Cynthia. Got to know Cynthia. Cynthia and I did a commercial one time. I wish I still had. For the when I was doing heating air commercial.
Yeah, Cynthia's over at I'm trying to think the name of the church. Right there on Spelman's campus.
I haven't seen her in years.
Well, when WYZE went off the air.
Yeah, WYZE.
YZ. Do you remember me and Beverly had a show with her?
I remember that, bro. Wow. All right, so we ready? So you're not going to see us in real time. It's going to be time delayed about
Yeah, you on the air now.
90 seconds.
Y'all actually talking now. You already on the air.
Okay. So
So
let's.
this part ain't gonna be part of the show.
No.
Edit
that.
Editing.
All right, so you ready, bro? Do me a count, Gary, and we'll get this started.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're on the air.
Good day, viewers. I am J. Francis Springs. It is an honor for me to be here with Brother Cornelius Sutton, the founder of the Sutton Foundation. This is a new broadcast that's coming on Phoenix Media Entertainment Group, and we'd like to thank you for joining us this evening as we talk with Brother Cornelius Sutton, better known as Doc. So introduce yourself, Doc, and tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do.
I am Cornelius.
Go for it, bro. Let's start off. Okay.
So hold on.
Just relax. Gary, we're gonna start over here. Okay.
Oh boy.
So give me another countdown.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good day, everyone. I am J. Francis Springs, and we'd like to welcome you to the Phoenix Media Entertainment Group Network. Today is the best day of my life, and I thank you for allowing me for a few moments to be a part of your life as we interview my guest today. His name is Cornelius Sutton, and he is the founder of the Cornelius, well, not the Cornelius, but the Sutton Foundation, which he'll be talking to you about in just a little bit. We know him as Doc. And so we'd like to welcome Doc to Phoenix Media Entertainment Group. Good morning, sir. Or
Good morning.
afternoon.
How are you doing?
Best day of my life got better when I saw you. So tell us a little bit about the foundation, who you are, what you do, and how people can be a part of it.
All right, as they said, my name is Cornelius Sutton. Founded the Prentice and Katie Sutton Foundation back in 2009, my wife and I. The foundation is geared toward, the Sutton Foundation wants to be a catalyst for solving challenges in people's lives.
Right.
So whatever the challenge is in your life, we want to be able to talk to you, work with you, minister with you, if you will, and whatever it takes to get you back on the track in the direction where you can live a more full and productive life.
Okay. Now, you started the Sutton Foundation as a memorial to your parents, am I correct?
Correct.
Tell us a little bit about who they were and how the idea came about.
Well, of course, who they were was amazing people, amazing parents.
Yeah.
They raised a whole army full of us. We all stayed under one roof at the same time. Grandchildren, nieces, cousins, uncles, all at some point was there. We just was a tight-knit family.
Yeah.
And then, of course, when Dad died, the thoughts began to come to me about the foundation, to do it in his name. But soon after that, 2 years, as a matter of fact, only 2 years later, we lost Mom. So then that was full blown. It had to happen. I had to go do something because they didn't live in Memphis.
Right.
And I want the world to know about people that had gotten me and my siblings to where we are. The upbringing that we had, the closeness and the love that's in our family that I was personally seeing not so much of in other people's lives.
Right.
So many times I wondered, how do you do this? How can you treat your brother this way? How can you treat your sister this way? I had a hard time comprehending it because I wasn't a part of it. I didn't know anything about sibling rivalry. We all got along. I mean, we had spats like you, of course, but the first getting out trying to hurt each other, no.
Right.
So then when Mom died, I said, when my wife got together, and I said, I'm gonna name this foundation Prentice and Katie Sutton Foundation. And that's exactly what we did. And we started it. We had it rolling good. We were doing things. I think the first program we did was helping get young girls off the street.
Okay.
We was located at that time over on Metropolitan Parkway in Atlanta. Heavy everything over there. Heavy drugs, heavy prostitution. It's a nice area, but it had people that had those challenges. Exactly. Right. So that was the first program we did. It was very successful. We had several young ladies come in off the street. We helped get them jobs. We helped get them off the street, and we're very proud of that accomplishment there, because I got a chance to interact with people that was going through a struggle. People young ladies that we thought they were just out there doing it because they could, or because they had to, because they wanted to.
Right.
But they were doing it because they had to.
Yeah.
It wasn't necessarily because prostitution was a thing that they wanted to do, but they was having a hard time finding a job. They was having a hard time making ends meet. Some of them already had children. So as the phrase goes, use what you got to get what you want. I think that's a good phrase in some areas, but in that instance, I thought that was a bad idea, a bad thing for older people to be saying to younger people, to people to be saying to each other.
Exactly.
So we want to try to do something to change that. I have to remind them, okay, well, your body's not all you got. How about using your brain? You got that too. Think about what you're doing before you do it.
Yeah.
And that approach began to resonate to a lot of them. we just decided that it was something that was very important to do, and we started doing it. From feeding to counseling to doing whatever it was they needed to be done in their lives.
Right.
We found out where they were in their life, what they were going through in their life. We heard their stories, and then they would come back what they were doing. They were coming in sometimes on a daily basis, or we're getting phone calls at 2 o'clock in the morning. Oh, look, y'all come in the morning.
I'm asleep.
But you know, they were going through this. One I can't forget. There was one young lady that was calling us, and she was out there, and she wanted to come in, but she had these different guys, and they was offering different money, and she was tempted. She was broke. She needed that money, but doing what they wanted her to do was not really something that she wanted to do.
Right.
But she did it because she needed the money. So I'm thinking, how can what is it that we can do to replace that? How can we make her see that you can get them, but you don't have to do that?
Yes.
And how can we go about combating?
Doug, and folks, for those of you that are watching this program, which this is the first broadcast of the Cornelius Sutton broadcast, it'll be coming on at 7 o'clock on Tuesday evenings. I want you to tune in to the Phoenix Media Entertainment Group Network, phoenixmeg.com, so that you can see the program on a weekly basis. Plus, you'll also be able to go on demand when you go to the website and watch the program. Doug, let me go back to talking about the family structure, because when you started sharing how you were raised, the nuclear family, which means the mom and dad, how important is it to have that kind of guidance in your life?
That is very important. That's the most key thing I think there is. Because I know that in the neighborhood where we grew up, our family, our neighbors, most of us had mom and dad in the house.
Right.
But around the corner, down the street, around the block, you had single moms.
Yeah.
Back then, there was almost unheard of to have a single dad.
Right.
And that was that, to look at them and then to look at us, the difference was astronomical.
Gotcha.
Because without the man in the house, to me, there would have been no real guidance. My mom was great with raising us, but I don't think we would have came along like we did if dad hadn't been here.
Okay.
Because he didn't mind.
I've had an opportunity when you were on Metropolitan Parkway to come to a couple of events, and I've seen you feed people. I've seen you give people clothing. I've seen you actually go in your pocket and give people money for whatever the need was at that particular time. What are some of the things that people can do to make life better for themselves, other than coming to organizations like yours?
Well, first of all, I think they need to change the mindset.
Yeah.
And above all, I think you need to get on your knees.
Come on now.
Through the struggles that I've had in my personal life, I know I would be here had I not had that prayer foundation from the beginning. Dad had us in church every Sunday.
Okay.
Sunday school, church service, BTU.
Yeah.
Afternoon service.
Okay.
I mean, if the church was open, we were there.
You were there. You
Something
lived
on there. We were there, but we won't be there or not.
Yeah.
So that structure, I think, also too was a big part. Learning to pray. And if you don't learn nothing but the Our Father prayer.
Right.
That's the game. Because that covers every jot. That really covers every jot in life. That's over 27 weeks.
Yes.
Covers everything in life. If you learn that, hold it, memorize it, keep it before your eyes, keep it in your mind all day, all the time. I mean, you can't think about that 24 hours a day, every second, every minute of the day. Of course not. But throughout the day, if you know those things, for instance, lead me not into temptation.
Come on, man.
Man, that's a daily thing with me.
Yeah.
So,
it's a struggle.
Lead me not into temptation. Temptation is going to be always.
How can you be reached for someone that has a need right now?
Well, you can give me a call, 404-399-3079. It's my phone number. It's my direct way right now to reach me.
Okay.
And I'll make myself available all day. I mean, of course, y'all know I got to go sleep.
Tell us a little bit about what you do professionally outside of the foundation.
Well, professionally, I do heating and air conditioning.
Okay.
That's how I make a living. I need you to.
He's in my jail now. And me.
What I need from everybody else is to understand what's going on, understand the mission. And like I said, our mission, the Sutton Foundation has set out to be a catalyst for solving challenges in the lives of people, whatever that challenge is. I've had some very, very difficult.
Okay.
I've gone through, a tsunami ain't nothing compared to what I've done. But I'm here. So I say that to say that we talk about my parent. The real kicker actually really came years later, 2014. Veronica, the love of my life.
Come on now.
Cancer got on her. She fought hard. She lasted a year. So, man, that took me out. That took me out. The foundation, everything that I was doing for everybody else, being a catalyst, out the door.
Yeah.
I mean, I couldn't be a catalyst for me.
Yes.
There was no way. I mean, I lost all interest. I lost all faith. I lost everything. And then a year later to lose our daughter.
Yeah.
Man, so you know our baby girl, you know that took me completely out. I'm whatever part of me was still here, left in.
So while you're grieving for your wife, your daughter also starts hanging out with the angels as my wife did, right around the same time.
Yes.
Let me ask you a question. How do you deal with grief? How have you been able to overcome it?
I'll tell you, the only way that I seriously believe that I'm here now, and I not go back to mom and dad back in the early days.
Foundation.
Had I not learned to pray.
Yeah.
Had I not had those prayers back then.
Yeah.
Because those prayers back then, I could hear my great grandmama. Those prayers back then were the foundation for me in 2014, 2015. Those were the toughest things. People always saying, losing your mom is the toughest thing. It's tough. But I'm telling you, there's nothing like losing a child.
Yeah.
Totally different ballgame.
Yeah.
Totally different ballgame. And one of the ways that I combated that, I will tell myself, first of all, my wife is concerned. I did things with my wife, but I couldn't lose my mom and dad. You understand? So that pain is completely different. My daughter, that's bone of my bones, flesh of my flesh.
Yeah.
That's literally a part of me that's gone. Losing my daughter made me understand better. Well, I guess made me understand totally how mom and dad felt.
Right.
When I lost my oldest brother.
Okay.
I was only 2 years old at that time. He was 4. But just imagine what they felt like when he died. What they felt like when my 15-year-old brother died. What they felt like with my 34-year-old sister died.
Okay.
So that type of grief has been around for a while.
Dark nights of the soul, that's what it's called.
So how do you combat that? Honestly, it's taken me 12 years.
Yeah.
That's my wife died in 12 years.
But you're still standing, brother.
A friend of mine told me the other day, I knew you would weather the storm. I knew if anybody could come back.
Yeah.
It would be you.
Yeah.
And she was proud of me. Haven't seen her, but she said it in a text message. And that kind of lit me up a lot. That lit me up a lot because I don't know if I'm full circle yet, but I'm getting back there because I'm here doing this now. And being that catalyst again has reignited. That flame that been doused with fire extinguisher, water, whatever else you can douse on the fire to put it out, it was gone.
Yes. Folks, once again, want to remind you, this is the Cornelius Sutton program, a brand new program here on Phoenix Media Entertainment Network. I've known Doc for a number of years. I've had a chance to cry with him, to hold his hand as he's gone through certain things, and vice versa. He's done the same thing for me. He's held my hand during the time of my loss of my first wife. And right now, here we are sitting as two brothers talking about overcoming grief. Right now, Doc, give someone an encouraging word to help them overcome something.
Well, the best thing I can tell you to do is pray. If you don't know how to pray, call me. I show you. I want to be able to be in a position to where, and to get you in a position to where you can receive what's being said. Part of my problem back then when I lost my people was that I couldn't receive nothing nobody was telling me. If somebody told me the things that I'm going to tell you because I've gotten educated, I've gotten stronger now, till I'm not going to crawl again.
Right.
I've learned to be strong. I'm not going to fall again. I'm going to move on, and whatever it takes me to get there. There are things that I know now that I wish people had told me then. But at the same time, there were people that was trying to tell me that, and I was literally ready to
Knock them out.
I didn't
Knock
want
them
to
out.
I'm sure that I'm not the only one that's going to feel that. Right. But it was what I needed, but I couldn't receive it. I couldn't have it.
Okay.
People, one of my brothers told me, look at man, we were talking, and he was trying to tell me some things, trying to drive my face up, trying to help me along.
Yes.
And all of a sudden he just said, look, I'm going to go.
Yes.
I love you, but I got to go.
Yes.
Because the way you talking right now, if God sent a bolt of lightning down here, it's going to hit me too. And I was talking to that man.
Okay.
He actually got up and left. Let me get that lightning strike by myself. If I'm going to keep talking against God like I was doing, he don't want to be around me. Nobody else did either.
Brother Cornelius Sutton here on Phoenix Media Entertainment Group. Once again, Cornelius, give us the contact information as to how someone can reach you. And I've got another question that I want to ask after you do that.
Okay, again, you can call me at 404-399-3079, or you can email me at corneliussutton95@gmail.com.
Question I had, and you and I sat and cried a couple of times together. That reserve strength, where does it come from?
Back in the day.
Back in the day, yes.
That reserve,
Yeah.
it keeps coming back. It goes back to my mom, dad, grandparent, great grandma. It goes back, that reserve, because that has always been, I've always had, if I had not had that to pull on,
Yeah.
I could not have built the foundation of strength that I have now. I had to pull from their faith. I had to pull from their prayers. I had to pull from their beliefs that I could make it.
You shared with us that you went through a couple of things. Now, I don't want to get too personal, but whatever you want to share about some of the obstacles you had to come over. How did you overcome those obstacles?
I had to, the only thing I can tell you on that, man, that I had to just continue to pray. I had learned that when you're praying in the spirit, you're talking to the Lord.
Yeah.
Nobody else has nothing to do with it. The devil himself will know what you're talking about. And I know that praying in the spirit is foreign to a lot of people, but thankfully it wasn't foreign to me.
Yeah.
Because during those hardest times, I know one of the times that you came over that night at almost midnight, you came back and took me up. We sit on the bench in front of Chick-fil-A.
Yeah. 5 o'clock in the morning.
And it's not even some things like that, you know. And you were the only person at the time. I'm in Atlanta. My brothers and sisters in different places.
Yeah. Remember talking to them.
If you had not been there that night, you didn't show back up. I don't know what happened that night.
Wow.
I don't. I was there for gone. There have been several things that have happened that I just had to fall on my face. And when I started falling, you know, I was falling on my face without realizing I was falling on my face. And the only way I could get up was let me up. You're gonna heal me, you're gonna kill me.
That's amazing.
You heal me or let me die right. that you could heal me. You said in your word, He came that I may have life.
Mm-hmm. And have it abundantly.
And if I ain't got life, then what do I get? If you ain't gonna honor that, then take me out. And at the same time that I was thinking that, the devil said to me, you didn't honor your wife.
Yeah.
You said that on your wife when she was in the hospital. You said the same thing on your wife.
Wow.
You said the same thing on your daughter. And look what they got. How do you think it's gonna be in different?
Hmm.
I said, maybe they didn't have my faith. Maybe I believe it. I said, much more important than that, you're not going to dictate to me what I'm going to do. And that made me angry with him. So that put fight back in me.
Yeah.
Because now the devil is talking to me, telling me what I cannot do. When I've been told, man,
Mm-hmm.
that I can have whatever I say. And I would say that to you. You said your wife going to live. You said your daughter's going to live.
But yeah.
You know, you said the same thing, but everybody else died in your family. Well, yeah. What makes you say you think you did? And then
God ain't through with you, brother.
again, no, Jay, I had to go back to what the word Peter said. It is written. Well, I started using that same phrase. It is written.
It is written.
It's written. And you know he backed off.
Yeah.
I don't know if he backed off, but I went to sleep. However, I found I got out of that.
You found that
He
strength.
got this.
These we got about 4 minutes left. Share anything about the foundation, the Sutton Foundation, or any comment that you feel would encourage someone.
Well, I think what I need to do is contact us, learn for you to learn more about the Sutton Foundation, what we're trying to do, and what correcting what we're going to do. 404-399-3079 is my phone number. Cornelius Sutton 95@gmail.com.
Okay.
That's how you can email me. We, like I said, we have seriously set out to be a catalyst for solving challenges in the lives of people.
Right.
And if there's a struggle, I don't think you've gone through anything. Nobody's gone through anything that I have not gone through.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm telling you.
And you overcame.
And I've overcome.
Yeah.
I've overcome. And you can too. All I need you to do is contact me. I mean, what can I say? I feel like I'm the man.
Yeah.
So there's nothing you can go through. There's nothing you have gone through that I have not gone through.
Okay.
The only thing that you can go through, women, that I haven't gone through is pregnancy. So I can't have no baby. So that's
a joke.
I can't say no. So, anything in life. I just feel that there's a great need. Everything that's going on in the world, we won't get into all that stuff, but there's always that light, as they say, that in the tunnel. It's not really at the end of the tunnel.
Mm.
The light is in. The light is there, has been there all the time. All you gotta do is flip on the switch.
Mm.
All you gotta do. That's difficult to do, going through those struggles. But just to know that that light is right there. It ain't way down at the end of the tunnel. Right? Come on. It's right there with you. And if everything that you do, it's your decision. Listen, I think it was Joshua 1:8.
Yeah.
If you meditate on my word day and night, keep it before your eyes. He said, if you do that, then you will make your way prosperous.
The bishop Cornelius said.
No. I ain't no preacher. I ain't no preacher. But my point is, wherever you are in life, or whatever you go through in life, or whatever happens to you in life, it's your fault.
Yes.
It ain't God's fault.
Nobody but your
It is
own.
not. It ain't God's fault.
Yeah.
It's your fault. So he told you what to do.
Exactly.
All you got to do is do. It took me a long time to come to get that back in my head and heart
Right.
and to act on it. But here it is.
Okay.
Just stick it out. And I'm telling you, where back then, well, the help I had, a lot of times I could call on my brother here, and I didn't. I had taken it myself to say, this is my battle. I can't keep on trying to weigh him down. with what I'm going through. I can't keep depending on somebody else. He can't die for me. He can't receive for me. I've got to do it on my own. That verse of scripture can't come to my mind. It's what I do and what I say, not what he does when he said. Now, what he did and said was great and was very, 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 very helpful. But it was up to me.
Right.
Bottom line is up to you. That's what it's up to you to do what it is that you know you got to do. I had fallen away from what God called me to do. Way away from it. See, I'm finding my way back.
Come on now.
So, you're not going to be satisfied in life. Nothing is really going to go really like you want it to go in life until you figure out what it is that he's called you to do. What it is, what your assignment is from him to do. And when you begin to get in and walk in that light, things are going to change for you. And I ain't no preacher, and I ain't trying to make you think that I'm all holding this neck, because I'm not. And if you're one of the ones that I've run into several that they call themselves Antichrist, that's your business. You want to be Antichrist, you be Antichrist.
Right.
I got no problem with it. I'm going to do me, you do you. But if you're coming to me, asking me how you can get out of the situation, this is what you're going to get.
We are sitting right now with Brother Cornelius Sutton of the Sutton Foundation. The program will be coming on Tuesday nights at 7:00 p.m. And you can go to phoenixmeg.com and watch it on demand. Final comment, Cornelius, before we get out of here.
My final comment, he just told you where you can find it. Look at the program. Every time you get a chance, you can put it up on demand. Do that, because I'm going to be coming back with some real life,
Heavy stuff.
heavy hitting explanations and reasons why. And it's going to be according to the word. I'm just going to put it out there like that.
Okay.
Because nothing you do and everything you do, it's going to be based on how you react to that word.
Yes, sir.
There's a lot of things that's going on that you can't change. Don't worry about the things you can't change. Change the things you can. And one of the things, the first thing you got to change, it's got to come from within you. And one of the, I think the main thing that everybody's got to learn to do, that's forgive. That's forgive. I mean, I had to forgive me. I had to forgive God. Who you call yourself going to forgive God? Well, because in my mind, all it was God's fault. God could have stopped it all, and he didn't. In my mind. So that was a long struggle. I say I've been dealing with this, going through these things now for 12 years. And you get back down to it, you go back to 1985. My brother died.
Wow.
So, but in order to get through, I think here again, I want to be a catalyst. You don't have to suffer. You don't have to go through what I went through to get back where you're supposed to be.
Right.
Because I'm here to help. I'm here to guide, lead, and direct. I ain't Jesus, but because of him, I can do these things.
All right. You heard the word from Brother Cornelius Sutton. I am J. Francis Springs. This is the Phoenix Media Entertainment Group Network. I want to thank you for tuning in to the premiere broadcast of the Cornelius Sutton program. Tune us in each Tuesday night at 7:00, or you can go on demand to phoenixmeg.com and watch this same broadcast. Brother Cornelius, thank you again for the opportunity. Peace. I am J. Francis Springs. Today is the best day of my life. And I thank you for allowing me for a few moments to be a part of your life on the Phoenix Media Entertainment Group Network.